Hey, how's it going? Vladimir Donis here. So, hey, I wanted to jump online and do a quick video, and the title of this video is How to Invite People in Network Marketing. So, essentially, I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about the notion of need this, sign up, and I also want to talk about the notion of here's how to. So, those are the two things that I want to talk about. But let me go ahead and provide you with some context before I go into the actual content. I believe that every network marketer, every business owner needs to have a marketing plan. And the only way to have a marketing plan is to have a marketing roadmap, which is why I use a specific roadmap that I've developed when I do all things marketing. So it is a three-step process just to make sure that everything marketing is airtight. And in fact, later on this week, I'm doing a free web class whereby I go in deep with network marketers to show them exactly how to generate a lead online and how to turn a lead into a customer. There's going to be a link somewhere on this page that allows you to go ahead and sign up for the free web class. But today, the step that I'm going to be speaking from today is the conversion process. It's the conversion process. That is the step that I'm going to be pulling out of this specific roadmap to go ahead and provide that content for you today. So essentially, the two steps. So when I was thinking about this specific topic, how to invite people in network marketing, I had to go back to one of my first products, one of my first attempt at marketing, essentially. One of my first attempt at marketing was probably a couple of years ago. And essentially the thing that I was doing is I had purchased probably about 15,000 business cards. So this was for my dating website. It was a dating/dancing website. And I purchased about 15,000 business cards for the sole purpose of trying to target who I thought was my ideal audience. So what I did is that because this website was about dating and dancing, is I bought all of these business cards and I went out to the various nightclubs. I went out to as many nightclubs as possible for the sole purpose of trying to pass out my card and get the name of the business out there. It was about dating, it was about dancing. So I figured, you know what, hey, if I go in front of nightclubs, these individuals like to dance, perhaps they might be single. Let me go ahead and pass out my card to as many people as possible because I may be able to kind of just identify and find the individuals that they need a date, and that's single, and I can go ahead and kind of pull my audience from there. Well, nonetheless, that specific tactic did not work. That strategy didn't work. I spent months and months passing out cards and trying to, generate leads that way, and it didn't work. So I started to kind of think to myself, okay, if that specific strategy didn't work, what do I know about my specific audience? So my specific audience, the people that I was trying to target at that specific time, were individuals who were single and individuals who like to dance. So I had to kind of just think about, okay, out of all of the times I went inside of I went to a nightclub, what are some of the things that I observed people doing inside of a nightclub? Specifically, I started off with males. I said, you know what, when I'm in a nightclub, what are some of the things I see males do? Some of the things that I see males do a couple of different things. Some individuals may decide that, hey, they see a young lady dancing, I am going to go ahead and just start dancing with her immediately. Sometimes, a guy may be faced with rejection because the young lady might say, hey, I don't want to dance, may push them off, whatever that case may be. The other thing that I observe is that an individual may decide to approach a young lady and start the conversation with them. That's the other thing that I observe. So you know what? That's another methodology that individuals have used. And then sometimes that methodology does work and sometimes that methodology does not work. And I started thinking, what if my specific audience, what if I created a guide to provide to both guys and ladies that show them how to approach someone on the dance floor? So that is the thing that I decided to do. I decided to kind of just go that route after I learned that specific strategy from from looking at other marketing. I said, you know what, why don't I create something very similar? When I created that specific guide, it kind of just changed everything around. So I went from saying, hey, you know what, do you need a date, sign up here, to saying, hey, here's how to attract your ideal date. Here's how to approach a young lady on a dance floor, and for the ladies, here's how to win your way into a man's heart. So essentially, I kind of just flipped the script, so to speak, instead of saying, hey, sign up, and I said, you know what, here's how to. And when I look at other big companies, so if you look at other huge companies, big dating companies, a lot of times what they say is they may say, hey, you know what, you need a date, sign up here. And that methodology, because they're huge and they have millions and millions and millions of dollars, that methodology may work for them. But individuals like us, like network marketers or direct response marketers, we're looking for a response right away, and we're looking to kind of just lead with value. And the way that you lead with value is you provide people with a specific guide. Because if I provide you with a specific guide, then it's much easier for you to go ahead and come into my world. You can come into my world with a lot less friction. And that's essentially, the goal. You want to go ahead and create how-tos, and you want to go ahead and create guides, because those specific guides are going to allow people to come into your world, and people are going to come into your world with a lot less friction. So this specific guide that I created about 2 years ago, people are downloading this specific guide every single day, right? So instead of me going out and visiting hundreds, it felt like I visited hundreds of nightclubs in the South Florida area and passing out cars, and then trying to find random people that may not even be interested in my specific product. I was much better off with creating a guide, putting that guide online, and having people kind of just come to me. Now, as it relates to network marketing, as it relates to whatever product you're selling, that is a much easier way to invite people in whatever it is that you're doing. You want to go ahead and lead with value, provide them with something that's going to truly help them. And then when you provide them with something that's truly helped them, you can go ahead and send them, through the process. So that is essentially, that's essentially the goal, and that's essentially the methodology. So this is the process, and this is the step that you want to go ahead and involve. You want to go ahead and implement, because it's a lot more effective. One of the things that I'm doing is that my business partner and I are hosting a free web class later on this week. Now, the web class has two goals. Goal number one is going to show you how to generate a lead online, and then goal number two is going to show you how to take that lead and turn that lead into a customer. There's going to be a link somewhere on this page. You can go ahead and use that link to register for the free web class. And the other thing that I'm doing is that if you're not in network marketing, but you need marketing help, is that I can be your marketing guy. If we decide to work together and I become your marketing guy, I am going to help you implement a 3-step process into your business: reach, engage, and attract, so that way you can go ahead and find and target your ideal target audience. You're going to go ahead and invite them by using the how-to methodology, and then turning that individual into a customer. There's going to be a separate link on this page. You're going to go ahead and use that link and ask for more details, and I'm going to let you know precisely how it is, precisely how it works. So hey, that's my time. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon.